What's up, guys? Back at it with more One Piece. As always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It helps out, means a ton. You guys get plenty of fun stuff, but we gotta get into it because we got chapter 1045, and Luffy is absolutely, unequivocally, pure insanity. But before we get to that, we gotta make sure we don't gloss over this one thing. Okay, we gotta bring this up. Luffy first gets all up in Kaido's guts inside this dude, and then all of a sudden bellies start growing out. I'm just saying. That's it, it's right there. It happened. Now, there's a couple things that are confirmed here. One, Kaido is a woman. Didn't know that. Two, that is going to be one weird ass baby. Three, Boa Hancock is going to be pissed. Okay? Now, I got to do this just once. But Boa Hancock's going to look like Will Smith. Luffy is going to look like Chris Rock. I had to do it. I'm sorry, I had to do it. Okay, anyway, getting into the actual chapter now that we're done goofing around. This was nuts. Like I said, pure insanity. So yeah, Luffy's still just bouncing around, laughing his butt off like a complete goof, and Kaido's sitting there for a second like, this obviously means you've awakened your paramecia fruit, but this is kind of strange. This feels off. A transformation like this is more typical for a Zoan fruit. Doesn't matter. Goes in, bites down on top of Luffy. Luffy's holding off the jaws for a second, and then he just dives straight into Kaido's throat and starts hitting him from the inside. Ends up using Gumu Gumu no Balloon, blowing up Kaido. Kaido's not liking any of this. He even looks back at himself like, what? My body's not rubber. Yours is. Why? This is... Okay, I'm not about this. Also, throughout this whole chapter, Momonosuke and Yamato are just having the most insane reactions like most people rightfully would and should, and also kind of are. Either way, yeah, Luffy starts talking about he sees two bright lights. These are Kaido's eyeballs. He then proceeds to reach out of said eyeballs. Insanity. Uses Gumu Gumu no escape rocket by grabbing onto Kaido's nose through his eyeballs and yanks himself out of Kaido's mouth. I assume the arms then let go of the nose and then go back through the eyes and out the mouth. I assume, but maybe they just travel through the whole face. I don't know at this point. You'll understand when we get to the end of the chapter. What in the hell? Oddly enough, this isn't the first time Luffy's came barreling out of the mouth of a sea animal. Remember, Kaido is technically a fish. Fish, fruit, model dragon. So yeah, anyway, moving past this, Luffy then proceeds to let all the air out of the balloon that is his body, and he goes flying up into the clouds and pops out as Gigante Luffy. Oh my god, yes, okay. Yes. However, one large disappointment. I didn't get a single giant punch, giant kick, we didn't get any of that. No giant... Dang it. Either way, Kaido proceeds to just chomp down on, like, Luffy's entire abdomen, because remember, he is also massive. Luffy's just now kind of a comparable size to Kaido. I say comparable because Kaido is still big enough for Luffy to then grab him and use him as a jump rope as they fall through the sky. I don't need to use the I word again, but I'm going to. Insanity! So yeah, while this is happening, Kaido's face is still pointing straight at Luffy, and he can use, blast breath, so he just does that, because why not? Luffy ends up falling from the sky after getting blasted away, burned to a crisp, but he then goes full-on Looney Tunes mode, okay? We've been going Looney Tunes this whole time since we got this transformation, but this is like full-on Looney-ass Tunes. He's like, that's enough! Starts running as fast as he can in the air until he catches traction on the air and takes off running through the air, leaving fire tracks. I'm gonna need a shot to get through this one. Don't worry, YouTube. It's just apple juice, and I'll do it off camera. First of all, don't drink if you're under the legal drinking age of whatever country you are in. For mine, 21. So don't drink if you're under 21 and drink responsibly. Okay, now that that is out of the way and we can continue on with whatever the hell is going on here, Luffy is on a whole nother level of wacko. Okay? This is... I'm not gonna lie. After Gigante Luffy emerged from the clouds, I was about it. Oda got me on board with that. I'm still a little worried that this is gonna go down the route of, oh, it's all the fruit, not Luffy, or just some variant of that form of conversation. I'm worried about some things like that. I'm worried about some of the tangents that spawn from this. But the goofy, but yet insanely awesome stuff is just, I'm about it now. I have adjusted. I'm down. Anyway, after Luffy proceeds to run back up to Onigashima, somehow, Kaido immediately smacks him back down into the ground, and his entire giant face goes plummeting into Onigashima for everybody to see, and everybody else to get the Looney Tunes eyes. This man is even affecting people around him. Either way, he yanks his face back out, and he was still in giant form for all of this, because he's still all big when he yanks his face back out. But then he goes back into regular Luffy. Kaido's saying he's like something out of a picture book, and he's not wrong. He's also saying that it was a good fight, but he's still at the end of his rope. Luffy, at this point, fades out of his new form, back into regular Luffy, and even into this weird, saggy old man face. And Kaido's sitting there like, what in the hell are you, kid? Jesus Lord. Anyway, Kaido also drops to a knee. He's a lot more tired than he wants to let on. Luffy's not the only one that's pushing the end of that rope. But Kaido keeps up the bravado and says, you can rest easy and die now. They're gonna tell stories about the way you fought this war. Luffy says, who cares about that? After you're dead, the only thing that sticks around is your bones. He says, we're not done yet. Isn't that right, Momo, Kinemon, Tama, Pedro? Thinking about the people that he's fighting for. Some of the people that he couldn't save in the past. Some of the people he's fighting for after they've passed on. He turns the form back on, and Kaido starts chuckling like, man, you're gonna kill yourself, huh? Luffy says, you really think after all of this, death can scare me? Luffy says, come on, Heartbeat, get loud again, before Kaido comes in and hits him in the back of the head with his club, leaving an actual imprint of the club and spikes in Luffy's head, / face, / tongue from one of the spikes. God, this is so weird. Either way, after this, Kaido once again hits Luffy with the club on top of the head this time, and Luffy squishes the ground beneath him and his entire body, springing back up, flying off, spinning into a rock in this weird smushed form, counts down to 0, launches off, and starts using Gumu Gumu no UFO, but with his arms and fists instead of his legs. So he punches literally through Kaido's face, okay? This is not like the typical anime thing where they punch him in the gut so hard and you can like see the imprint of their fist like pushing through, but there's still the person's body on the other side. This is also, I do not believe, one of the anime and manga moments like, you know, Ace got, where the, you know, fist is actually physically through them with a bloody hole left where the fist, you know, was. No, not that either. It's like Kaido's face is literally smushed around Luffy's arm, but it's like squished in, not like punched through, but it is punched through. Oh my god, it's so weird. Either way, Luffy's having the time of his life, and I still have no other way to describe it than pure insanity. But it's pure insanity that I'm starting to come on board with. Maybe from a little bit of outside help, who knows. But I hope you guys enjoyed the chapter. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I did. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I love talking to you guys, and I respond to pretty much every single one of them. And with that being said, I gotta get out of here. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.